What's up, everybody? I hope you are having an incredible Wednesday. I'm excited to be coming to you live with my good friend, Chris Griffith. You guys have seen him on the show, and Chris, it's been a while since I've had you on the show, but I'm excited to have you back because we're going to be talking about some very, very important things that everybody should know, whether you're mortgage, real estate, whoever you are. You should know about these updates because they are affecting our veterans and how can they can obtain a loan when it comes to buying a home. So, Chris, it's the day before Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us, brother. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on. Give me a chance and an opportunity to send home some of these facts the professionals and the veterans both need to be aware of moving into the new year. So certainly some time-sensitive information that are recent and relevant changes and things that they need to either act on or not act on based off of what is going to happen here in the near future. So it may benefit them, it may cost them more, depending on what they're trying to achieve. The professionals need to be aware of this as well so they can provide the right type of advice for the stewardship and the responsibility that they hold in the nature of the relationship they have.
Dude, and I love it. And I feared this. Sorry, Chris. I do have an echo. So everybody's listening to me. I apologize. We're not sure. We've tried every audio. We're not sure. So I'm going to stay quiet on this one. I'm going to let Chris run with this because it's really him who has all the information. So again, everybody watching, I apologize. We've tried every audio setting. We don't know why I'm echoing. Chris is not echoing. So Chris, I'm going to turn this over to you. These are some updates. Everybody needs to know what's going on with them. So dude, this is you, bro.
So apologies to everyone listening from this point forward. One of my reasons I wanted to talk to Josh about this stuff is me monologuing is a thing of like it's horrible, right? It's I get that it's a little much. I'll walk through this stuff really quickly. Josh is always great with the question and answers and making sure we hit buttons here. So make sure that we reach that, Josh, as far as actionable information. But the three big ticket items that everyone needs to be aware of that are changing are: one, funding fees starting January 1st, 2020 are going up. And if you go to the newest VA circular 26-19-30 Exhibit B, it'll tell you specifically what the new first time and subsequent use funding fees are at the various down payment requirements for both active duty and veterans. One of the other changes to this is that now active duty and veterans both share the same funding fees depending on what time use they're occurring or what they're putting as far as a down payment goes. So those that are looking to buy and need to get purchased or are working on purchasing that do not have a service-connected disability or do not check another box that I'm going to go through as point 2, need to probably accomplish that before year's end if they can, to incur less of a funding fee for using their hard-earned VA, contractually earned VA home loan guarantee. It's a benefit that their service purchased for them contractually per the certificate of eligibility and the DD 214. So that's point number 1, the funding fees changing and going up, increasing. This happened for a lot of different reasons. I won't muddy the water here, but ultimately because of what occurred, it's needed to better securitize the product for the investors on the long term and for the actual program now for itself. So the second change is what they're allowing for Purple Heart recipients. If you are a recipient of a Purple Heart and you are active duty, you have not yet had a VA disability claim and have no service-connected disability compensated at 10% or more, and to basically exempt you from the VA funding fee, what they've done is they've allowed for people that are very likely to reach that status later but are still active duty by being the recipient of a Purple Heart. They're exempting them also from that VA funding fee. So this works while they're active duty. Once they become a veteran, they need to qualify the same way with a service-connected disability compensated at 10% or more, right? And that's important because it's going to help a lot of guys out. You have a lot of guys that were active duty and got out and then they got back in, and maybe they have a Purple Heart, but they didn't get any VA service connected disability yet because they were able to continue serving and they haven't filed a claim. Well, this is going to exempt them from thousands, if not tens of thousands, potential dollars in fees that they're going to incur during the process. So that's update number 2, which is pretty big. The third, and this is where everyone needs to soak this up, this is the biggest change, in my opinion, of value for the veteran with a VA home loan that's occurred. It's a good change, especially on the heels of what we lost as a result of the loan churning that occurred, and in my opinion is still occurring by basis of what you're seeing in the prepayment speed difficulty that VA has right now, still even after enacting the new IRRRL and loan churning restrictions. So the third and most important takeaway is this: VA home loans are now going to be offered 100% loan to value without restriction and above the FHFA or the Freddie Mac conforming loan limit. That's usually where they were capped as far as 100% loan to value, or if the county had a higher specific county loan limit, then they were capped there. Now the way it's going to work is across the nation, veterans are going to be able to purchase a home up to 1.5 million as far as places that I can find where people are offering at 1.5 million, 100% loan to value potentiality. And this is only going to increasingly drive home the point I've been beating up for years. And that is this: when it comes to financing an owner-occupied residence in the United States of America, there's no more efficient, effective, and flexible financing instrument outside of the VA home loan. It is the best. Veterans need to be in it. Plenty of articles are adjudicating the benefit veterans receive because of the edge, it quotes, edge it gives them with the affordability difficulties that national housing is having and suffering everywhere, right? So veterans need to be in these loans. And this last change, bringing the loan to value up that high on those bigger loan amounts, are going to make it an exceptionally cost-effective program for a lot of veterans. Now, the problem with this is a lot of people are going to double take. A listing agent, for instance, is going to see a listing or an offer letter for a veteran on a $1.2 million listing. This is 100% financing, 0 down. And they're going to go, huh? And it's going to seem to be something that's going to be problematic. Every one of you need to hear me. It isn't. It's simple. It works off of an automated underwriting system, right? It gives you the underwriting guidelines just like all of the other ones. You don't have to fear VA loans. They're the most flexible, the most efficient, and the ones that give you the most proactive manner to correct problems like an appraisal. VA home loans are the only mortgage that give you as the professional a proactive manner to influence value if you have proper comparable properties that have sold that provide a good analysis that increase or change the appraiser's opinion. So in every facet, it gives you flexibility, efficiency, and affordability. And these 3 new updates are only going to knock it over the fence, guys. Veterans need to be in VA home loans. If you have questions, doubts, curiosities, if for any reason you believe that VA loans aren't the best mortgage in the USA, I would invite you to have a personal conversation with me, 903-815-7537. I'm a nobody, and that should matter because I'm 100% accountable to everything I'm telling you right now. And I want to be challenged if you disagree, because I want to have an opportunity to influence your opinion, because right now, in my opinion, it's poor, if that's your stance.
Chris, you are absolutely brilliant. Clearly, your service to the veteran community, being a veteran yourself, is just absolutely brilliant. Cannot thank you enough. I'm going to keep this short because everybody's like, Josh, you have an echo. I know, it's why I haven't been talking. But Chris, this information is critical. If you're in the mortgage, real estate, insurance, everybody should know about this. I agree with you. The veteran loan is absolutely one of the best things that veterans can utilize when it comes to buying a home. So Chris, thanks for sharing this information with us. If you guys have questions, reach out to Chris, because clearly he's willing to have that conversation with you. So Chris, we appreciate you joining the day before Thanksgiving, brother.
Absolutely. And if y'all have a contract, you need to go under contract today, and your mortgage is closing after January 1. You're cleared hot, guys. Range is hot. Fire for effect for all of you luxury buyers or buyers over those typical conforming loan limit areas, guys. Blessings. I hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Josh, as always, thank you for the opportunity to share an opinion on your platform that I know matters greatly to you. Blessings to all y'all.
Dude, you are one of those guys that I truly am grateful and humble for your friendship. So appreciate you sharing your knowledge. Thanks so much, Chris. And as Chris said, everybody, thanks so much for joining us. We're grateful for each and every one of you, especially our veterans who have served so valiantly, protecting our freedoms and this beautiful country in which we live. Thank you to everybody. We appreciate you. We love you. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving with you and yours tomorrow. Show up, hustle, the beat every day. See you guys.